Hi, welcome to So Get the Podcast. I am KD. Let's get this show started. So today, I want to start off with McDonald's, right? I know a lot of people may still eat McDonald's. Not saying anything wrong with it or anything like that. I'm saying everything is wrong with it. But at the end, it came across my radar that temporarily they shut down their U.S. office, right? I believe they preparing for the economy to go in a different direction. Some may see actually what's going on in the economy right now in the corporate America and everything else that's taking place. They are preparing to inform their corporate employees about its layoffs as part of the broader company restructuring, right? The infrastructure. So they informed their employees, their international staff. McDonald's asked them to work from home to deliver staffing decisions virtually, right? The report says it is unclear how many employees would be laid off, right? During the week of the April 3rd, right? They will communicate key decisions related to roles and staffing levels across the organization. This is based in Chicago, right? The franchise of McDonald's said in a message viewed by the Journal. I don't pretty much know what is safe out here continue to these jobs, but it seems as though they are just each day, every second, they are laying people off. So some more layoffs, right? The EA, right? Electronic Arts is laying off 780 employees. Roku as well is laying off 200 employees. Indeed is laying off 2,200 employees. And Disney, right? People know Disney. Disney's laying off 7,000 employees. I don't know what's safe, right? Like, I know what's safe. So get it right. So it's just one of those things that's just taking place all over, from the jobs and everything like that. Also with the not that part first. I'm gonna go here. So I heard something of a YouTuber doing a prank. Tanner Cook was making a prank video in Virginia Mall and was shot by the person he was pranking on. Need to find something else to do, right? That's not it. No, respectfully, however you want to be identified is okay. However you want to get your money, that's cool. But that's not safe to do, right? Playing with people. Mental health is at an all-time high. So right now, I don't think too many people want to be played with right now. Pause. At the end of the day, I believe that that individual need to check into something else, another skill set. The U.S. dollar, which you all been hopefully been hearing going across your media platforms about the U.S. dollar. China and Brazil have reached a deal to trade their own currency, ditching the U.S. dollar, right? The deal announced will enable China and Brazil to carry out a trade financial transaction directly in exchanging yen for and vice versa, rather than first converting their currency to the U.S. dollar. So they working together, other countries and stuff like that. I don't know what we doing as far as our community need to come together at an all-time high, and every day, every second is getting closer and closer to where we're going. And I'm afraid that those who do not want to rub shoulders or network, as people might say, they're gonna be left behind. It's unfortunate. That's the God honest truth. But if you don't wake up soon, it might be too late, right? Also, that came across my radar. Florida, right? Florida just respectfully though, Florida would now allow residents to carry a concealed gun without a permit and or training. The governor signed the bill in a private ceremony in his office His only immediate public comments was constitutional. Curry is in the books, was said in the 3 paragraphs that was released in the media. The new law will allow anyone who can legally own a gun in Florida to carry one without a permit. It means training and or background check will not be required to conceal a gun in public. It takes effect July 1st. Once again, that's Florida, right? Yeah. It's not even summertime yet. Every day it's getting very interesting, right? Came across something else too, right? The recipients, right, that the Social Security, right, will receive their next payment in 4 weeks, according to the Social Security Administration, right, schedule. Individuals, fillers will get $914. The next payment schedule for May 1st is one of the 12 payments that the SSI recipients receive in a year. Most SSI payments are sent out to recipients on the first business day of the month, but recipients did not receive a payment in April because April 1st fall on the weekend. May 1st payment, including eligible couples who will receive a payment of $13.71. People who live with a person receiving SSI and provide necessary care will get a payment worth $458. SSI payments were first issued by the Social Security Administration in January of 1974, and the amount recipients receive have increased for the cost of living adjustments each year since 1975, the agency said, right? The supplemental payments are separate from the retirement pay that retirees receive each month. So I heard that they was having problems with that. So I see that they trying to fix their system and no business model or practice. Gotta keep it up. Gotta keep it up. Light bulbs, right? I know people are having, solar panels, in some communities on top of their residence. The solar panels, but the light bulb out here. So they are preparing to in placement of sweeping nationwide ban on commonly used light bulbs as part of its energy and climate agenda, right? The regulations which prohibit retailers from selling incandescent light bulbs were finalized by the Department of Energy, though, in April 2022, and are slated to go into effect August 1st of this year, 2023. The DOE will begin full enforce of the ban of the date, but has already urged retailers to begin transitioning away from the light bulb type, and in recent months began issuing warning notice to companies. According to the DOE announcement, the regulations will save consumer an estimate of $3 billion per year on utility bills, cut carbon emission by 222 million metric tons over the next 3 decades. Yeah, I know. I've been hearing people like the light bulb's been giving people migraines and or headaches. I don't believe that this light setting, too much of it can be too good, right? So I understand where they're going with that. Also, medical devices, right? It's just everything, it's like we are in a matrix. Medical devices, right? More than half of the medical devices currently approved in the U.S. are at risk. The majority of digital medical devices, 53% in the U.S., as well as the internet-connected tools in hospitals, are at risk of a cyber attack, according to 2022 FBI report, right? Started March 29th, which just passed, right, following directives contained in the federal spending bill. The FDA will reject applications for any cyber medical device that does not include a cyber attack protection plan. Each of the medical devices currently on the market has on an average 6.2 vulnerability to cyber attacks, and there has been recalls for insulin pumps, pacemakers that were found to have particularly serious security issues for end-of-life devices. As many as 40% of devices has no protection at all against attacks, the report says. This means that a large number of health devices, many of which life-saving, are susceptible to attacks. Oh gosh. The list provided by the FBI included insulin pumps, which I stated, the pacemakers. The companies these devices can direct them to give inaccurate readings, administers drug overdoses, or otherwise endangering patients' health, said the report. Going forward, the FDA approval of digital medical devices will depend on their sponsors providing evidence that the products are reasonably safe against cyber attacks and submitting a plan to monitor, identify, and address vulnerabilities and the threats. So from hospitals, from light bulbs, from banks, from the U.S. dollar, it's just too much, bro. It's just too much. The food, right? I know some people love their hamburgers and beef stew or whatever you want to make with the beef, right, Paul? 1,000 pounds of beef shipped to 9 states is on recall over an E. coli concern. About 3,436 pounds of Elkhorn Valley packing boneless beef chunk product has been recalled over possible contamination. The USDA Food Safety and Inspection Service, FSIS. The USDA said that the recall items, which may be contaminated with the Saiga toxin producing Aztec 0103, were shipped to 9 states, including Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. The affected beef, which was packed on February 16th, went to distributors, retailers, and wholesalers, as well as hotels, restaurants, and other institutions, the USDA said. The issue came to light during routine FSIS testing on ground beef drove from the meat. The USDA said that so far there has been no confirmed reports of illness or other reactions. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Aztec is the pathotype most commonly associated with foodborne outbreaks. The recall states, right, that the Aztec 0103 causes diarrhea, which is often bloody, and vomiting. According to the USDA, those who are sickened usually recover within a week, but rarely some people affected by the strain develop a more severe infection. The FSIS advised the safe preparation of fresh and frozen raw meat products, adding that the ground beef should only be consumed if cooked to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. A complete list of several numbers for impacted products and more information on the recall can be found on the USDA website. I don't know, man. People start taking herbs, eating herbs, just all organic things. I'm not speaking for you all, but for myself, it just seems as though that everything that we consume as far as food, it's like everything is not good for you. So you gotta be careful what you place in your temple, as they call it, right? So on the positive side, right, cannabis, right, recreational, right, lawmakers approve. Delaware lawmakers have approved a pair of bills to recreational cannabis, sending the proposal to the Governor John Carney, right, who vetoed it similar to last year. One bill would, if it survives Carney's veto pen, remove penalties for possession of a personal use quantity of cannabis, allowing adults 21 and over to possess up to 1 ounce of cannabis flowers or 12 grams of concentrated cannabis product. Long overdue. But the other bill will create a state-regulated system of licensed retailers' outlet, cultivation facilities, and testing. Set an excise tax on pot sales. Right. Both bills were approved by the state assembly early this month with veto-proof margin, with the Senate passed the measure sending them to Carney's desk. Right. Lawmakers who back the move point to neighboring states like New Jersey and Maryland that has legalized the cannabis, and say Delaware is missing out on tax revenue and jobs from the regulated cannabis market. As you can see, cannabis recommend more strain, flower. You have oil. You have different types of products that you can actually use when it comes to cannabis. That I would recommend contended to any other prescribed medication that has a lot of side effects. But as you know, flower has its side effects. Hungry, sleepy, happy, that type of ordeal. It depends on the actual strain. That's mainly like the dominant strain. Sativa also do something different. That's more of a head high. Indica is a body high. So if you're not informed on cannabis and or flower, it's definitely you could do your research and homework on that. I would think it would be good for the long haul for those who take prescribed medication. So to end this off, right, first and foremost, I would like to thank the family over there at KOD for the merch. Appreciate it. Appreciate the merch. It's definitely what it is, right? You can check out their platforms and or pages for your merch and or service. They have a show coming up the 22nd, I believe. They call him Lil Wayne. Yeah, Lil Wayne's going to be at KOD on the 22nd of this month, April. What's that? 4730 Frontage Road, Forest Park, Georgia, 30297. For more details about entry and or tables, you can reach out to Avenue Eagle. That's his social media. Weed a link and or Put It in Your Mouth East. You can reach out to them. Just let them know that KD sent you, and they'll definitely take care of you. So I see that Avenue Eagle is moving around city to city like he always been doing. He's definitely a leader in very young Washington, D.C. First and foremost, I'm proud of you. Continue to prosper, King, on your journey to the road of success. I know the family watches this, so I just want to shout out the family and appreciate, like I said, appreciate the merch. And it's good. They have other products too that you can check on their website and everything like that. And they have membership as well, Blockfellas Lobbyists. You can check that out as well. But like I said, just tell them that KD sent you. So I just wanted to come in and talk to you all for a little bit. And I appreciate everyone that's still tuning in. This is So Gifted. Hi, I'm KD. Thank you for coming through.